a snippet of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the new Anurag Kashyap directorial. Someone who has followed the trajectory of Indian politics for the last few years would be immediately sold by the very proposition. And in the choked trailer, Anurag's fourth Netflix project, when we find the telecast of the controversial demonetization decision by PM Modi, we sit up in anticipation. Does Choked live up to the anticipation? Is Anurag back to form after not so great outings in Man Marziya or Ghost Stories? Let's find out all of that and more in Filmkopath's review of Choked. For all those of you yet to subscribe to our channel, please do that right away and hit the bell icon to not miss any other similar analysis and reviews. Choked is a story about Sarita and Sushant, a Mumbai-based middle-class couple like so many others in the maximum city. Sarita is a cashier of a bank, the lone earner in the family, supporting Sushant, who is pursuing his passion for music. In certain stunning turn of events, Sarita comes across bundles of black money, literally black that is, as bundles surface through the kitchen pipe overflowing with black dirty water. Thanks to the Mumbai rains, bundles keep on bubbling up in Sarita's kitchen, and when she was just starting to settle down to her newfound treasure, PM Modi steps in with the demonetization decision. In short, it's a great premise. Demonetization is a recent reality which any Indian can easily relate to, and yet a perspective of a bank employee with bundles of cash which cannot be used anymore is new and a mighty interesting setting. Unfortunately, Choked does not utilize this brilliant setup. Having set the stage for an intelligent thriller, it suddenly detours into Anurag's act of dissent against the Modi government. What could have been a subtle subtext turns into a loud, raging stand of protest while the plot takes a back seat. Random chain of events start popping up, mostly incoherent and largely unengaging. These are all inclusions to add further layers into Anurag's dissent and are left unattended once that very purpose is served. The satirical dialogues sound pleading just for the sake of it, and you miss the dark undertones you otherwise relate with Anurag Kashyap's characters. One might argue, what's wrong in taking a strong political stand in a film? More so around an event which impacted millions of lives in our country. There isn't. In fact, modern art, unless political in nature, capable of conveying the ideological stand of its makers, won't even be relevant to its time and space. However, the art should still be the driving factor and not the other way round. And as a manifesto cannot be a great literature, Choked isn't a great film. The performances might be the only saving grace here. Sayami Kher is surprisingly good in her deglamorized role. She paints a very believable working-class housewife portrayal in Sarita, instantly relatable to the hundreds of women we come across every day in banks, trains, and markets. She gets the best one-liners in the film, subtle enough to convey the defiance without hammering on them. She suggests to one elderly lady that a bank isn't a place to fetch sympathy, and it would be better to ask sympathy from the ones you voted for. This is the kind of mellowed subversion the film would have benefited from, had they been consistent. Roshan Mathew as Sushant is a revelation. He was certainly an actor to closely follow after Muthun, and Choked proves his vigor further. His possessiveness and love for Sarita comes out without underlines, thanks to his acting prowess. Amrita Subhash is brilliant as Tai, the nosy neighbor, although Kashyap doesn't do enough justice to this character in the overall scheme of things. Perhaps the title of the film turns into an unintentional pun. Choked stumbles all along, and by the end of it all, you hardly care for this meandering journey. It runs out of steam much too sooner, and its on-the-face defiance do not let enough air to its script and characters. We at Filmkopath would give it a generous 4 out of 10. However, please watch the film on Netflix and comment on this video if you agree to our analysis. Keep watching this channel for more reviews and film analysis. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not done that yet and hit the bell icon to avoid missing any new videos. Thanks for watching.